So I don't like Maria. I want her out. I don't give a fuck if she cried. I don't give a shit. I didn't say anything when she was crying and she fuck her. I don't care. I don't have a good feeling about her. Bye
Talk
bye.
behind my back. I say no. I talk when you're not. When I know you're not here. Exactly when you came, show your face. I see the same fucking thing.
I don't care. Oh, two people were there. I don't give a shit. She did this. I don't care. To me and Maria, bye bye. No. And to me, doing that actually shows that you're.
She was my.
She was quiet the whole time. She's a fucking talker, right? She didn't talk at all. She was quiet the whole time. Only at the end. Oh, you want to? You guys, you guys, I heard you people talking. I was on there. I heard you guys.
No, she's trying to throw it on me. She's saying, so, oh, people was
No, but you
talking
were like,
behind my back, and when I came, I don't know
yeah,
who's
and I
talking.
would have been like, yeah, I swear. I said when you're in your back, I said to them, you be honest. Be honest about what you're saying, what you're doing, whatever. Be honest. Be honest. Like
No, I'm not honest.
not you, them. It's fucked up. It's gone on a mission for weeks, whatever. Do you agree? Was fucking aggressive in the fucking mod chat? Yes or no?
Yes, she was.
Hey, and she did it a couple of weeks ago. And me and Nader called her, and I remember I fucking started the conversation. I was like, no, you can't do that. You can't be defensive. You
Not
can't
a
be aggressive.
defensive.
You can't do that. She did it again.
That a defensive.
No, I said we talked to her about it. Remember? Remember what she did the last time? We talked to her about it. And then she was good. Then she was good. She was good. Then back to today again. Back to that. I'm not surprised because that's even when with Nil. I don't care what anybody says. Nil is a fucking good. Good.
I have good eye.
No. Yeah. Yes. She's good.
She's good people.
She's not a troll. She will not
No,
do
no, she's not good. Good people. When I choose one, when I choose one, and I have my opinion on one, I tell you,
If I had to pick between, if I had to
90%
pick
hit.
between Linda and Nil, I will
Linda,
take Nil.
Linda, I never trust her.
I will take
Proud
Nil.
Grammy, I never trust her. Maybe you'll be mad and think, oh, because she's sweet to you. Linda, I see her face. I read people. I read people. And the fake account, when she said was troll hacker account, was her making double account in her name. She just fucking around.
I feel sorry for you. I actually feel bad. I do.
You feel bad when I add her as mod.
Me?
Hmm. Don't need mod.
I didn't say that.
You two yesterday said we don't
You
need
know I
mod.
like Nil. I was we talked about it. I like Nil. I said we don't need other mods. The plan was get rid of Maria. No, people new to being.
New to in this mod and
No,
stuff. No, she know to be mod
new
and
to being
stuff,
a
do the
mod
roles
and
and stuff.
maybe
How's work? How's thing work?
and
Actually,
get it for
actually,
packing and all that
watch
shit.
her, watch her how she talk. When I since I add her the mod chat, I don't need to talk about anything. I tell her ask what you want. She always been, huh?
No. No. I sense it. I feel it. I don't know if she senses it.
I'm the first. I'm the first. Remember?
Hey?
I'm the first. You remember?
No, she's not.
She's not classy. She's not class, but she's good people. I'm not saying she born with the boy with a gold spoon in her mouth. No, I can tell she have hard life. She stuff. She has life experience. I can. I speak to her twice. By the way, today in the month, third time. I talked to her just twice before. One time, me and Didi. One time when I add her yesterday. This is third time in the morning, not 2 hours. No, that's it. Samantha, she have girlfriend. Samantha,
Everybody
best
wants to
friend.
fuck matter on the line squad. Everybody. Except for Daniel. Let me be, but everybody wants to fuck matter. From the hospital. Maybe Linda doesn't want to. Everybody else does.
Honey, she wanna fuck in her nose.
No, honey wants to fuck me and you. Me and you.
Honey like Didi. She wanna eat her pussy. She wanna eat her pussy. Like Chantal. Oh.
No way, Jose.
We're here, Nick.
No
We're here, Mick.
fucking way.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying
She
anything
was
because of the
oh,
video, but
she
we're
was
here.
No.
You guys
oh,
are
Chantal,
welcome to come
oh,
up if you want to sit up
beautiful.
here.
Oh, beautiful.
Piece of shit.
Honestly, the whole time in my head, I swear to God, in my head, fucking Foodie Beauty, Chantal, ate my pussy. That's it. That's all. Krishna and
she keep doing she keep
I
like
made my point.
she eat her pussy.
I'm at that point where I had her eat my pussy. Good. Fuck that.
I let her eat your pussy, bitch.
Nah. You did, yes, you did.
Then fuck her.
You did.
So she talk shit about her. I make her eat her pussy.
Yeah, and as soon as she ate my pussy, and then he tried to eat my pussy, then she lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't help it. No, she can't. Because the way I was reacting with Chantal,
She was. Didi was.
I'm doing it on purpose.
You
I'm doing it on purpose.
like it, Didi?
The more I was doing it, the more Chantal was like, the more I was reacting, the more she was into it. I'm not fucking stupid either. Fuck, I know. If I was just like, if I lied there like you said starfish, no, you have to react. You gotta react. Yeah, she reacted as soon as every time I twist my
But I
body.
see this. I see the same react when I eat your pussy. She do the same thing.
Oh, honey girl is
The
over there.
minute Natter went for me, that's it. She was like,
That sucks.
and they were both fighting here in the living room. And again, mediator, guys, stop, guys,
Fighting?
stop. Oh shit, she was mad. You were mad. This is Chantal. Stop it. Okay, no, I'm not with him. I swear to God, we're not. We never. I'm trying to fucking mediator.
I come here in the couch trying to fuck her and Didi flipped out.
Hey,
No, no, I cannot do that.
Can you imagine? Put yourself in my situation. I'm in the bed. They're on my couch and they're fucking. I hear them fucking kissing and this and that. And in my head, I'm like, okay, Foodie Beauty Chantal is on my couch right now, fucking Natter. Like in my head, it was like, no, this is not happening. No, it's not happening.
Neither cannot fuck
So
anybody
no,
else.
I couldn't handle it. I got up and I can't handle it.
Neither cannot fuck anybody. See?
Both
Good boy.
pigs. Both pigs.
That's why she go flip. Oh. She get jealous that Nether fucking me. So she fucking him.
All right. Apparently, the Chantal one is live, so I'm going back again. Yeah. This crap tonight. Okay. Or did it go live yet? Did the other one go live yet? Yeah. Okay. Hang on. I don't see it. Piece of shit. These people are. Ay. Well, that one ended. I don't see the other one yet. Okay. I told y'all the second I walk away, the Sam's Bar videos drop. This one bothered me because of the things that they were saying about those mods. I'm telling you now, I support programming everything that she's doing from this point on. And the same for you, Diana Lynn and Linda. The disgusting things that came out of both of their mouths, how if they ever call them liars again, personally, I will tell them both off, honestly. I'm so sick of these people. It is unbelievable what these two are capable of, honestly. So, only reason I came back, y'all, was ready to go, but I had a feeling, and 10 seconds later, there was Akasha. That's if anybody wants to come up while this is going on. Yep, it was in the air, J9. Everybody said. I felt it too. I had this uneasiness about me, and this, I had a feeling. This is probably going to aggravate us, right? The second one has already been deleted. She hasn't even put it up yet. I don't think. This one just pissed me off. Why would it be deleted already? That doesn't make sense. Are you serious? Unless she copied, she struck it. She must have struck it. She had to have struck it.
She's not. No, she's not.
That motherfucking. So she fucking him.
Yeah. The only way that would happen is if she struck it. That's crazy, y'all. Nick, what's that too? Oh, it's the premiere. Okay. All right. I got it. Shit. All right. Hang on one second, guys. Hang on one second. Hang on. How is the premiere on now and I'm not being able to get it? What is going on? I know, but I can't put the link on from StreamYard to where I'm streaming. Hang on a second. I know, I see it too. Hang on one second. I have to manually type this shit in because I can't, for some reason, get it. No, that's not it. Damn it. Oh, hang on. Home. Yeah, it's not giving it to me. It's not giving it to me. I can't get it. Yeah, the point is, guys, I can't get it on the laptop from StreamYards. Just give me 1 second. And if I start it, I'm starting it from the beginning. I got it, Akasha. It's Got nothing to do with that. It's got to do with the fact that you can't. Never mind. Click links from there on my laptop. It's fine, guys. I got it now.
So if you can get me the address, the sooner you can get me the address, the lawyer's going to be sending me the letter by 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. She wants me to take the weekend to look at it and, you know, make comments or suggestions or things she thinks that I want to take out or not or whatever. And so I have to have the address to her by, obviously by Monday, you know. Want to take out or not or whatever. Yes, please, if you don't mind. So I know when Nader got arrested, I think I remember you giving it to me. I had jotted it down because I was ready to go to her house, remember? I'm just trying to think who else. Like, you're the first person I thought of. I'm like, who else has her address? You're the first person I thought of. I don't think Nader knows her address because she just gets picked up and drove in there when he was with her, you know? So he doesn't actually know her address. So if you can get me the address.
Part
Okay,
3
okay, perfect.
to this tonight.
I can't afford it. He doesn't have any money. Chantal was paying his rent, I'm sure. He can't afford it. Exactly. And then he has, you know, he has to send money to his family. He's got, you know, he doesn't have money. That's why, like, me, if he stays here, I pay my own, everything I'm paying already. Whether he's here or not, I'm paying my own mortgage. I'm paying my own bills. It's me. But he can't stay here forever. So I don't know. I don't know what his plan is. I have no idea. He needs to really sit down and think about what he does, what he wants. Because me, as of next week, I'm like full force. Well, I started this week too. I'm like nonstop. Just I work, you know, like since I've been at home. When I was in Gatineau, it was harder. Now I'm home. I'm sitting here. I'm working 9 to 5. Like I don't get up to, you know what I mean. I'm not doing. He needs to get his shit together. He needs to understand that this is fucking serious stuff, and I've done a lot for him, and I've been there for him, and he needs to understand like this is affecting my life now, and not in a good way. So he needs to decide what he wants to do. I don't know. He doesn't have anybody. I wouldn't be surprised if he eventually just goes back with her. I wouldn't be surprised. No. No, she's the one. She's the puppet ringer. She's the one who's. She thinks that he thinks that she's the puppet. No, she's actually the puppet. She's the one, man, like able to fucking. Right? Like she's the one who has all the everything on her side. These cases or this. Oh, and apparently he's got. Well, that's the thing. I don't know. He's got a phone. He's got his phone back, so he has been in contact with her, or she's been in contact with him. He's got a new number now, apparently. So something's going on in Gatineau since he left. I don't know what it is, but something's going on. And like, I need to know. I have all his shit. All he took was the clothes on his back. He brought another bag to bring more stuff here from his house. I think another pair of underwear and his iPads and his phone. That's all he brought. So everything else is here. Everything else is here. He said he's got to get rid of it. The landlord said that he's coming. He says you get rid of the furniture. The landlord's supposed to come, look at the place, and then sign the paper to say that he's breaking the lease. Because the landlord wants him out. So even he can't even stay there even if he wants to. The landlord wants him out.
Interesting.
So it's like yeah. So that's why no matter what, he can't even stay there. Hey? Well, I mean, the landlord is an asshole, and the reason it's happening is because of the neighbor. You know, the noise, the ninja. You know, how the neighbor was giving him trouble. So now the landlord's taking for the neighbor, and you know, so he just wants out. He wants Nader out. That's it. He just wants Nader out. Yeah, he needs to figure out what the hell's happening. I told him, I said, you know, I care about you a lot, but you're making some fucking stupid decisions, like unbelievably stupid decisions you're making. Like, you're making stupid decisions, Nader. Like, you have to get that was the worst thing ever. I know. Yes, they did. They said, you know what, you did that during working hours. I remember telling him, I'm like, can you wait till I finish work? You know, do it now. It's only going to be like 15 minutes. I'm like, but I'm working, and and then he's like, just do it now. You know how Nader is. Okay, it's only 15 minutes. Okay, I did it. And of course, I got told you did that during working hours. I was like, oh. Yeah. I know all kinds of repercussions because of all this. Bad decisions on his part. When I talked to him today, I said, that's what I said. I said, what are you, like, what are you, I forget what I was going to say now. Fuck. What we were just talking about? About April Fools, yeah. Yeah, I said, then when are you doing a next live? And now it's been 2 days now, you're not doing lives. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Oh, my channel is shit now anyway. I'm like, it's shit because you're making it shit. If you don't work at it, it's not gonna make it work itself. So get your ass out of bed and go take a fucking shower and get your ass in gear and do what you need to do. Then he says, yeah, I think I'm gonna go live. I'm like, from what? The hotel? Like, oh, that's gonna really not gonna bring people fucking questioning, right? He said that like 5 hours. He said that 5 hours ago. He didn't do it. So he's in a bad mood, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, me too. He was in bed when he was. He called me at he called me at 4:30 in the morning because I was like upset last night and whatever. And then he called me again this morning. We talked for like 40 minutes, I think, whatever. And then he hung up, and I said, okay. Then I said, okay, what's the plan? What are you doing? Are you coming back tonight and all that? And he's like, I'll see. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. I'm like, well, I'm not sitting here just waiting. You know, I have a lot. My birthday is on Monday. I want to celebrate my birthday with my friends. I want, I'm not sitting here just.
I know. I read that, Ursula.
He doesn't even want me. He doesn't even want me to see my friends. I mean, the guy is so controlling. It's like that's not happening. I'm sorry. Like, yeah. I've been there, done that too. I did that. I'm not doing it again. I know that. I told him it's not. If you're giving me an ultimatum and it's between seeing my friend or you, I'm taking my friend. She's my friend of 30 years, and I'm sorry. Like that's not happening. That's not happening. Not happening. I had a life. I had a life before this. All this. I had a life. I had a life. Right. And now it's like my life is revolving around him and trying to make him and doing everything for him and making sure he's okay and everything's okay and now it's enough. Now it's enough. Now it's like no, that's it. I know. I know. Wow. Good for you. Yeah, the world. I know. That's what you have to keep saying to yourself because my world was revolving around him. Even going to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning for weeks and weeks and weeks. Like last night, I was like, oh, I had a good night's sleep, and he woke me up at 4:30, but whatever. And tonight I plan on doing the same thing. I'm gonna go to bed early. I'm gonna have a good night's sleep. Now I'm on fucking suspension for 3 days. But I still in shock about all this. Like, I can't. I don't know.
Liar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like I said, because I just need to know what his plan is because I won't be able to actually fully, you know, calm down or whatever until I know what his plan is. I know, but it's not being in a hotel room right now. Being in a hotel room is not something responsible that's helping him in any fucking way. So yeah, sex and also yeah, that's it. Nader does whatever he wants. He doesn't like no doesn't. And he asked me to go to Gatineau with him. I'm the one who told him no. Thank fucking God. What the hell? What would that have been like? I'm gonna stay in your fucking bedroom in Gatineau while you're fucking doing whatever you want. Oh, I'll be back. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? I'm so happy I said no. I know, but then they said in the next fuck up, it's termination. So I don't want to though. I had no intentions of it though. I had no intentions of having a channel, so that doesn't really bother me.
Oh,
But he doesn't know anything yet. I had the meeting with my bosses at 3, and then I had the lawyer at 4. Then I messaged him saying we need to talk, and I kind of briefly told him what's going on. All he wrote was, "Oh my God," and then he wrote, "I said, can you please call me when you have a second?" And he says, "Yes, I will." And that was at like 4:30, and I haven't heard from him. Suspensions for 3 days. He knows that I contacted a lawyer. He knew I was he was here when I was on the phone with the lawyer making this meeting. So, but he doesn't. He 3 days suspension, and that I got a written warning that I had to sign. So he knows all that. But like, you know what? If you're so concerned, if you care about me in any way, you're gonna be calling me back and saying, okay, what the fuck happened? Tell me what's going on. You know what I mean? So he's not. So he's not alone, I guess. I don't know. You know what I mean? Mm. Did she do a live today? Did Chantal do a live today? She's not wearing that? Mm. I gotta get out of all this shit. That's all I know. Hmm. No, 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 no. You take matters. I took the matters in my own hands. I made the phone calls. I'm doing. I'm not asking. I'm not asking anybody about it. No, I didn't. I don't even want to bring it up in the mod squad. I did message her privately, Melissa, the Angel Hands, and she wrote me back, and I was just telling her, and she says, yeah, good, and da da da. Like that's it. But I'm not asking anybody for advice or no. I'm taking matters in my own hands, and nobody needs to know. I know because just you mentioned her name like once or twice is nothing. Listen, if she wants to do it, go ahead, but then leave you guys out of it. Just let her do her own thing. She doesn't need to ask you guys for anything. I know. I know. Me, the lawyer to me, a complete opposite. Complete opposite. Yeah. She said you can actually get money from her, but the legal fees are going to be a lot too. So it's like I have to. I don't know. I just said, you know, yeah, all that shit. I can't. I mean, listen, I don't have $30,000 to just, you know. No, it's $200 right now that I have to pay yesterday just for this, the consultation and stuff. And every 2 weeks they said they send you a bill, and I'm like, okay, but I don't need a bill of $3,000 one. I need to know. I need to have. So I'm gonna once I get this letter and I send it back to her, I'm gonna have another conversation with her. Say, how does it exactly work? And I need to know somehow, somewhat, what I'm expected to pay because I'm not. I want just the letter to be sent to her. Like I said, I'm not even looking for financial gain. I just want her to stop talking about me. That is my main thing. But knowing Chantal and how, because after the letter is sent to her, she's got 10 days to reply. So, knowing Chantal and how irresponsible she is and doesn't follow through on shit, that she might not even do anything, right? And then if she doesn't, then that's when you take the next course of action. And it's like, well, maybe just getting the letter doesn't do anything, but at least this is happening. So shut your mouth. Or you never know with her. She'll be so mad and she'll go on live and say, "I got a letter from a bailiff," right? Like she might even do that. Then she's fucked. So she's got to know her. She has to understand what repercussions all this. This is serious fucking shit now. I hope so. For now, that's all we can ask. I mean, my family doesn't know about this. My brother, my mother, because they're not on social media. My brother's not a social media person at all. So, but I don't like if it comes to the lawyer fees and all that. My brother has money. I know he saved a lot of money, but it's like I don't want to even go to that. I don't even want to go there where I have to sit him down and explain to him. He knows nothing about any of this. Like he knows the Natters here, but he doesn't know about Chantal and X and what's going on and all the bitching back and forth. He knows nothing about that. So I don't want to get to the point where I have to sit him down and explain to him everything and say, okay, I'm going to need like $10,000 or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't want to get to that point. Ugh. Yeah. I mean, my brother will support me. He'll be on my side for sure, but I'll hear all kinds of like, what are you doing? You're so stupid. I'm going to hear all of that, right? So ugh, I don't want to go there. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, if you could send me the address as soon as you can, whenever, like tonight or tomorrow morning, whatever, and I will send it over to my lawyer. And I don't know. I guess to be continued because I don't know where Nader is, and I don't know when he's coming back, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. But okay, take care.
Okay. Well, uh, all that proved is everything we've already been saying. Well, you know what all that proved? Everything Proud Grammy was saying, Cousin Ed was saying, leading up to their departure was factual. Not that I ever doubted it, but how dare you? How dare you think you're going to how dare do you think you're going to like trick the intelligence of people? Seriously, I knew it. She needed $10,000. Gee, I wonder why. Wonder why. Because he's a bum that doesn't have money, but now he's talking about all the money he's making, right? Well, all of that about Chantel was kind of a little bit of a doggy bone, right? I don't know. I don't know what to think, y'all. I don't know what to think. What do you guys think? Everybody that's in here. Yeah, same. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, this gives you more of an insight of how much she's like, oh no, she's the puppeteer, or she's the puppet master and all this. Exactly, it did. It validated everything that cousin It and Linda and Diana were saying. And it goes to show you again the shitty way that they were talking about them. Everybody wants Natter. Everybody wants to be with Natter. Like, get over it, please. That's in his own head. That's his ego, and that's how disgusting he is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's they knew that everybody was waiting on this. See, don't advertise that the next one is about Chantel and she's got, she's going to get her shot and all this. It's like that. I have no idea, Arsenet. I really don't. I don't know how many more there could possibly be, but this is just kind of just a flow of things, but coming out in the way it's coming out, it's getting even more and more unbearable to deal with, because it's like we know all this, honestly. Yeah, yeah. But they weren't anything back then, but she still had her say about everything because she was shelling out the money and she was, harboring him. Yeah, I saw Cousin It. I told Jennifer to block her. Cousin, I got to tell you something, seriously. Not that I ever doubted you, but that just, the beginning of that made me sick, the way they were talking about you guys. And actually, if you want to come up and respond, you can. I would love to hear what you thought about that. Because that's the only thing that really annoyed me. And I love the fact that they said Marie F. they couldn't trust. Well, what was your first clue? We didn't trust her either. But then she came crawling back to you, trying to be a snake. A snake. Yeah, I saw what Jennifer was saying. She's like, don't shoot your mouth over in here. I'm like, I know, Jennifer, you know who that is. You should block her. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'll put it on the side if you're so inclined. I knew it. The second I got offline, I knew it was going to come up. But definitely a disappointment for sure. Nothing against Jennifer Corvina. It's just that if you guys are going to advertise. Yeah, I saw that, Astro. I don't know what that means. I'm sure they're working on it. Maybe it's like this is still the same stream of consciousness and we don't want to throw that at you yet. Like you have to follow the storyline essentially, but it's everything we kind of just outside of like the stuff that he was doing to her. Right. There you go. Asking for money for that piece of shit. But then I know ask my mutts for money. I never asked my mutts for money, but yet you had to pony up somehow. Where even Chantel said it. She's like, well, it's Dee Dee's problem now. Because where the hell was he going to get that kind of money for a consultation or a lawyer? She had to pay $200 for a consultation. Where were you going to get that money, Mr. Millionaire in Egypt? Where were you going to get it, huh? Again, with the amount of people that go in and they listen to this, and the more people that will listen to this, if they still give him support, there's no hope. I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know. What is it going to take? I seriously don't know what to say. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody knew back then. I remember it. I remember him. I clipped it in one of my shorts about him saying it's going to be $7,000. You don't throw that kind of information out there unless you want some kind of support. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. We all knew this, and we all knew how gross and disgusting and disrespectful he is. This is a guy who beats his chest about respect. To him, this is a game. But I'm sure all this buildup, and even Chantel too. I don't know if that was her, the real her. I saw somebody that said, something under her name, but I don't know if that was her or not. But then again, she's quote unquote driving, so I don't know. Yeah, he's definitely a sadist. So I think it's like that big letdown, right? Uh-huh. Oh yeah, until they do. I wonder if it's going to be, post court, or I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, same. Same. I mean, Chantel was mentioned, but this wasn't like her involvement, and I don't know what, the complexity is. Oh, I just hate the way that they were talking about those mods. See, this just validated everything. Everything. I should attach that to my video. I never believed her. What's to believe? What's to believe? She literally, honestly, he should be. She's literally complaining about him. He better decide what he's going to do, and the landlord is going to. Yeah, it's on the side. Hang on, one more time. I'll put it there, and then I'll leave the. He should be pissed at her. She was complaining, saying that the landlord in Gatineau didn't want him anymore with all the noises, all the neighbors and stuff like that. I get out of here with this nonsense. Yeah, we kind of knew that too. They had to with all of the wreck guy and all this other junk. I'm telling you, you couldn't write this shit. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Of course she is. Just to put the cherry on top. Of course she is. So she could sit there and gloat. I wouldn't gloat if I were you right now, lady. I would not gloat. Get all high and mighty now. Oh my God, honestly. Morons. Here she goes again with her.
Desperately need a life. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm
Why would I block you?
living my life,
Twinkie?
and people are making the dumbest shit up ever. Like, no, I'm sorry. You're wrong. I put the name of the fucking flight, the flight number. So go look again, because I didn't just pick up a fucking ghost from the airport, minty loser. I picked up a human body I picked up a whole human body. A whole one. So, who did I pick up at the airport then? Nader? Oh, let me guess. I picked up Nader and Dee Dee from the airport, and now we're going to move to Casablanca together and evade the law. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's why I went to the airport. Actually, I went to the airport so that I could buy us all plane tickets on all your dimes. All of you fools. Is that what you think? You're fucking dumb. Like, stop making dumb shit up, because I'm honestly so fed up with your crap. I'm like so close to reporting you to YouTube. I'm not even kidding. And reporting your ass to the police because you're creepy. You are starting to make me feel uneasy. Every time I open my YouTube, the minute I do something on YouTube, you are up my ass reporting falsely on it, accusing me of doing things I am not doing. Stop it. You're dumb. You're just mad because your crappy rap career didn't take off. Well, you have no one to blame but your damn self. What do you think? You think you're like, now you think you're a reporter? You think you're a singer boy band? Now you think you're a Casanova because you retain your, you think you're a freaking god because you retain your sperm? No, stop it. Like, literally, this guy put out a video. Chantel is lying. Foodie Beauty's lying. No, stop it. I'm lying and going to pick up Nader and Dee Dee. And then he goes to look for flights to prove it. No, that's why I put the flight number, so you can look more accurately. Because again, bitch, I didn't pick up a fucking ghost at the airport. Okay? I didn't pick up no ghost at the airport. Thank you. Like, even looking into flights is way too much. Like, what is wrong with you? This is the problem. You people are insane. This is stalking behavior. Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy. I am not having anything to do with Nader or Juju anymore. Okay, I hate them. They are done from my life. Like, how long does it need to be? Like, I know you desperately want to be so right about me, but you and your dumb panel of jealous, hateful women are so wrong. And you're just gonna all have to stay mad and watch it happen. That's it. You're wrong about me. Fucking just suck it up and stay mad. That's what your problem is. You are wrong about me. I'm actually a better, more wholesome person than you and all of your panel and Sarah Jane. Okay? So I'm better than all of you. So, you know why I'm better than all of you?
Right.
Because, yes, even at 400 pounds, 500 pounds, 600 pounds, I'm better than you. Because I'm not an asshole. I don't need to steal content for views. And I don't need to make up lies. And, oh my God, Jesus. Please do not make fun of Nader singing or anyone singing. Again, when you sing like a fucking... You sound like a dying boy band. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you're... Ugh. You are just big mad and you are insane. Like, I don't even know what to say. You're basically a poison on YouTube. So yeah, so I find it stupid that people like, I need to like make the Beezer Show channel a second because it's monetized already. So you know what I need to do is go on that channel, use that channel for reacting against these morons because it's just too easy. Like, you people are bigger lol cows than me, and you all have your own farms threads. Good, and I fucking love that for you, because you know what? You are all worse than me. You are all bigger losers. Trust me. Just like, I'm just seeing all these people, and it's like, what the hell's wrong with you? How can you sit there and judge people or make up shit when look at your life? Are you for real? Like, I'm sorry. I have never written an article going door to door trying to teach people about fucking semen retention. You're like a door-to-door semen retention salesman. You're a friggin' scammer. You're a semen retention pyramid schemer. And I'm tired of your shit. Okay? I'm tired of you talking shit about me every fucking chance you get. Screw you. Just because you want me and I want nothing to do with your creepy ass
Okay. Enough of her crap. Honestly, you had to know that was coming. Well, what did I say? Deflection, right back at it again. But that's not our concern. Hi, cousin It. Sorry I made you wait. Cousin It, are you with us? It is. It's. They're exhausting. They're all exhausting. Honestly, this is her just, Oh, because I'm right. Where did you think I was going? Hello. Try one more time. I don't know if it's this account that you came in on, but whatever. Whatever with her. Now she'll go on and on
It's
with this.
what you guys are saying. Maybe I'll pull over after a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, this is what's gonna happen. Like, I'm not with Natter anymore. They've been wrong about everything so far.
Hi, cousin It.
Hi, can
They've
you
been
hear me,
wrong about a
hon?
lot of fucking shit,
Yeah, I can
right?
hear you.
So they're all big mad. Sarah, dang it.
She's just she's raging. What else is new?
Yeah, because she knows they're right. She's probably on her way to pick both
No,
those
she's
idiots up.
she's pissed off because I guess she heard what other channel and whatever they were saying. So I don't know. I don't care. How are you?
Me either. I'm great.
So give me your thoughts on this whole thing.
They're sucking ass liars. I mean, what else am I going to say about them? This bull crap that he didn't trust me and he didn't trust Alan. He's a
Mm-hmm.
damn liar. He didn't have an issue with me till I came out and spoke. Same way he does everybody. And Dee Dee, she's nothing but she's worthless, you know. To me, she wasn't even around. Her going in there like the big mob boss, thinking she's gonna come in. That's when all the trouble started with everybody. And I left on my own accord.
I know.
Nobody
You
kicked
did.
me out of there. Nobody told me to leave. I already know. I already knew long before, a couple of months ago, that I got copies. I had them sent to me that they were talking crap about us mods, and I didn't know that it would ever come out.
They don't criticize anything.
All I know from listening to this, honestly, what annoyed me the most was the way that he was talking, but her too. What my best moment was when she said Marie F is a snake. I'm like, wow, even they knew you were a snake, but then you went back to them anyway.
Yeah.
And every mod wants Natter.
And
Give
she's over
me a
there just
break.
tonight. I don't know if she got my last. I said, take a hike, Marie. Shut the hell up.
Yeah,
You're a
she
liar.
comes. Yeah,
She's a damn liar, and Marie wants to be out there somewhere and be relevant anywhere. That's who Marie is.
I see.
Marie is one of the biggest ass kissers. Thank God I've never had to meet in person, but that's what she was in there. She bitched about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mega pint.
Yeah, Mega Pint. You're looking pretty damn thirsty over there.
Chunk monkey. Yeah, all the other names you got. Bella.
Jesus.
Yeah. She's like shit. She's everywhere. And to come out and continue to support these two pieces of shit,
Mm-hmm.
I know a few things on her. She probably just should shut up and go fade into the woodwork. Because I know a couple people that are not going to be real happy about this when they see this tomorrow.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier this evening. Let me tell you, it's not going to go well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that I already knew what they thought of anybody who goes against them. And, why we have to sit and listen to Nader and Dee Dee, two of the biggest damn liars next to Chantel on YouTube, talk shit about us. He trusted every one of us. It was us that had the trust issue with him. That's what really happened. I mean,
My issue with this goes back to her. How dare she? How dare she try to insult our intelligence, cousin it? All that stuff, all that giving me garbage about knowing the truth and cauliflower, you should at least, get the facts. Get the facts? I just heard the facts, lady. It came right out of your mouth.
Yeah, I wasn't lying about anything. I'm glad they keep talking. You just keep proving us right.
I was thinking about you. I was like, boy, is this going to work this will work in your favor. Absolutely.
Everything has.
Yeah.
Everything has, because I didn't lie about nothing. I was in there the time I was in there, like I said I was. I proved I paid my own membership. He can keep bringing that up. I didn't ask the jackass for his PayPal account except the last day after that last meeting. And we were all on the message call where we could all see each other, whatever the hell they want to call it. And that was the Sunday that I left. And he's been chiming for money all along, just like I said. He's got all these legal fees. He sits around like he's some ghetto pimp with a big fat roll of $8,000, and I have all this. We know he don't have a pot to piss in, nor would he'll throw it out of.
Yeah.
He's a damn liar, and so is she.
Well, and again, the other thing that was validated was I had to shell out $200 for a consultation, and I don't know where we're going to get $10,000 from. But you weren't asking for money, were you, Mr. Millionaire out there in Egypt? Okay.
And she confirmed what we all thought about her job.
Oh yeah, the 3-day suspension. The 3-day suspension. We knew it when she didn't want to come on. When she didn't want to come on for those couple of days, and she was like bone silent about everything. Blondie wants to ask you a question, cousin It.
I gotta do the chat here.
I can read it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine, Blondie. I mean, they're so stupid, all of them. And now they'll start saying, about the fact that they're going to go take PJ and Jennifer Corvina to court. All this crap, but they with what? With what?
Nothing. They're not going anywhere. I guarantee it. They're not going anywhere. There are no court cases. She can't afford this. She can barely afford to take care of that piece of shit laying on her couch and herself. And I hope somebody does get a hold of her brother. And I hope her brother is a real man, and comes over there and drags that piece of shit out of the house, whosever house it is. I think every document they've showed is flawed, is fake. They're both fakes and they're liars.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Here's my question. So this is April now, right? This last one that we just saw, it's still the month of April, right?
I don't know when they had that talk. I was gone in April. I wasn't there for the April Fool's bullshit. I wasn't there at all.
Well, I don't know. I'm assuming it was around the same time.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
The mentioning of summoning Foodie. I guess Dee Dee was doing that whole like I'm taking her to court and she's supposed to answer in 10 days. Yeah, where did that go?
Because was she going to get the other 30,000? Like she said, they talk big. All they do is throw threats. That's all they do. They're as fake as fake can be. That's why I said nobody needs to be afraid of them. They both got slop mouths. And like I said, and I posted this, and it's a truth. Dee Dee, I want to say this because I'm sure you're listening sometime or another. You turned into a bigger bitch than that guy laying on your couch. You have turned into some real nasty piece of work. And I hope everything that you want comes your way.
What she looks like is the biggest fool of all, to be really honest with you.
She is. She's got the gall to sit there and talk about anybody else. I don't care what they say about me because everything I know that they say is a lie. The only thing he can throw out is one of my children called him or texted him. And for 4 hours, he sat and read my prayers to him, but not once did he come up with that or show anybody where I asked him for his PayPal account 5 times.
Right.
So for those of you that are new, what happened was I started getting like this is a lot about money. And I asked him, is your PayPal account in the Nader El Shami name? Is that who's the pay? He texted me back, I don't know. And I bet that was on the phone. That was the last thing that I ever said to him. I'm like, okay. And I walked off. The next day he got a hold of me and he said, and he read these on live. Why did you leave? Are you okay? Why did you leave? I have every chat, every comment in there. There was never an issue with me. There was never an issue with between me, him, or Dee Dee, ever. It was always cordial. They didn't have a problem with me till I came out. I changed my name from Proud Granny, which I had for a very long time on YouTube, to Cousin It, because I wanted to. And I really didn't want to be affiliated with his station, because once I came back onto YouTube after, about, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months reprieve off of it, wow, he turned into a big dick.
Yeah.
He was like, I was like, damn, I don't even want to be affiliated with that. And I knew a lot of people. Some have come into your chat that are in there, that were in there tonight, and they're still Nader lovers. But they want to come over here and act like Chantel's worse than those two sitting over there.
Yep. At this point,
those are the people I don't trust.
I don't listen, Cousin It, we talk about this all the time. Myself and my mods, we have a very small window of trust for just about a lot of people in this community, and this is why, for me personally, I keep myself right where it needs to be. This is why I vow to stay out of everybody else's chat, what have you, because I go through my comments. I'm not stupid. The shit that I read, I'm like, y'all, seriously. This is a channel where we have discussions. If you don't want to be discussed, maybe you shouldn't show your fucking ass everywhere. How's that? Maybe you shouldn't show up at every side chat. All right, pretending or trolling or what have you, or giving support to, and then coming here and saying, oh, no, I never supported Nader. Nader is not somebody I supported. And you wanted to be heard, Marie? You wanted us to listen to you? Why? When all along, all we had to do is take the knife out of everybody's back, because that's what she was doing this entire effing time.
Because she's still trying to be somebody somewhere. She's, in my opinion, you're nothing but a big hypochondriac. I'm sick and tired. That's all we heard about. Her boo-boos and her ooh-oohs and her ah-ahs. That's all we heard about. She bitched about the harem. She bitched about this. She bitched about that. She was ratting people out left and right. And guess where it got her? She got kicked out with the rest of the mods. I left on my own, and Linda left on her own. The rest of them got kicked out. And I saw the text. They were sent to me. So I knew who was behind all of that, but it didn't matter to me. I was gone. I didn't care. I don't care if they wanted me gone. The day that the disagreement broke out in chat, in the mod chat, private, I'm not going to go back and apologize to anybody. I meant every word I said. And I will do it again today, because that's just who I am. And nobody had an issue with me then. I heard Dee Dee. I was trying to listen to you and that, and re-listen to try and get everything else that she said. And I think she said, was that Jennifer she was talking about? Told her, you can't talk like that, you can't blow up, or something like that. And that's, I had added that in. Yes, that is very true. She did. And Jennifer came back and she did apologize to everyone. She just made one blanket, apology. And that was pretty well what I thought was the end of it. But within about 48 hours, it was like, nope, this isn't for me anymore. And rather than cause any stink or go in there and just voice my opinion, and I didn't go out anywhere and talk about it, I kept my feelings to myself. I kept my thoughts to myself. It's just like Dee Dee. I'm going to repeat it again. You lying skank. sitting in the one video where it looks like Nader lunges at her. I was there, proud Grammy. I was there, proud Grammy. You were there, but you got your stories all screwed up. Nader called me video chat one time only. We never called each other on the phone, not that I remember. And I was only in a couple of the mod. We had the meetings because I had a life. I couldn't be on there 6 and 7 times a day. So the only reason he has trouble now, and they're talking about how they don't trust people, you know, they're nuts.
You know, the three of them don't understand something. Like this one is going on and on and on and on right now about how moronic we all are. And listen, again, conversation, speculation. Nobody said anything was set in stone. Okay, fine. So maybe you get to the place where, yeah, you actually said something that you actually did. It is your patterns of behavior, and it is the way that you carry yourself in this whole thing. And again, you're still not absolved of anything, Chantel. So you can bitch and moan and groan all you want about what the reaction channels say. It still lies that you've been involved in this, and you play stupid. And you also pull back when it gets too hot for you. That's the truth of this matter, okay? And again, I don't know how Jennifer Corvina, they're working this Chantel video in there. But again, I can't wait because we all know, just like these other ones validated what we knew already outside of the beatings and the abuse with Dee Dee, okay? Everything else, everything that was said, the way she talks, the way she's, you know, constructing all of this and complaining essentially about him, like he better decide what he wants to do, and I ponied up for this and that. Well, you look like a bigger asshole. And if you're going to sit there in that place in Lachine and bang on your table again and tell us how we all crazy, I'm so tired of this. The three of them don't understand something. It's their patterns of behavior, and it's the fact of the timelines of things too. That we all are not as dumb as you think we are. But you want to play that game and that role so you continue your lifestyle. I can't wait until the door closes on the three of them, to be really honest with you.
I can't either. And I think that that's going to happen sooner than we think. You know, Dee Dee doesn't know me from shit, so she just needs to shut up. She only knows what that toothless wonder sitting next to her, you know, what he makes up and dreams up. And I know they get together, they concoct their stories, they have a script. I've said that all along. Chantel's in on a lot of those scripts. She can sit and act like she's some big DV essay survivor. She's full of it.
But she only provides that when it's convenient to, okay? Because now it's, you know, what about what he did to me? No. You made that irrelevant the moment you said drop the charges. You made that known. Oh, I was stupid. But you still went and said and changed the whole criteria. Okay, you didn't want to go through with it. You kept saying you can't handle it, you can't deal with it, and you wanted to see him. You mentioned that, and they knew that, and they played on your weakness. And if you can't see that, anything you've done for him from April on looks even worse now. From everything that they're putting out there, every single word.
Well, I'm glad. Keep talking. Because, you know, to me, it reveals all the truth. I'm sitting there going, there we go.
Melty,
prove that I wasn't lying again. And I had nothing to lie about. And I mean, when I first came to you months ago and we talked about this, I didn't even go to the dark side. I didn't even go to what I really thought was going on. Because
and I didn't think you were going to, you know.
No, I didn't know that, you know, the Lord was going to drop SBL in our lap, and I'm glad he did. But, you know, because it's going to reveal a lot, and I don't know what's on the rest of them. I'm only assuming. I know how we all know now how he sits there with his, you know, Chantal's iPad, and he has conversations with his top mod or mods or whoever he was with. And they're all three on it, and they know they're recording everything. And what we didn't know is that we were all being recorded on every time you went into the chat, into the mod chat.
Yeah.
None of us knew we were being recorded. I don't know who did it, you know, but thank God there's nothing in there that's, like I said, there's nothing,
Mm-hmm.
nothing nasty, dirty, sexual, corrupt.
Right.
I know me, and I know I'm going to speak for Linda for sure because I know her the best. I know that we weren't involved, and I'm sure Diane too. We're not involved in any of the sexcapade shit and all the crap, whatever him and her over there are all involved in. It was none of that. So
Yeah.
there's nothing other. That's all they can come out and do is just talk crap about, oh yeah, how they couldn't trust us and that. Well, if you couldn't trust us, why were we in there?
I couldn't trust you because you all used your brains. That's why I couldn't
Yeah.
trust you. Yeah. Because they
I
couldn't
told
get
you.
over on your weaknesses anymore.
Well, I didn't have any weaknesses to begin with. I went in
Well,
there
you know what I
completely
mean.
like,
The
you
way
know.
Diana felt about him and the way that you had, first felt
Yeah.
about him, you know?
Yeah, and that was more empathy. Diane had been in there for quite a long time, though. She
Right.
was really in there for quite a while. I was shocked to see them send her packing, but yeah, she had a lot more. I'm just going to say heart
Mm-hmm.
invested. I went there like a lot of people did because I didn't like her falsifying those essay charges and like I said, he was pretending to be somebody else. He wasn't somebody else. He was pretending to be somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he's beat the crap out of her live, they're going to stick together like Bonnie and Clyde. I loved listening to her talk tonight. That's exactly where she was talking about. He's at a hotel. That's exactly what we were talking about last night. That's after he smacked her around and then he had to get out.
Yep.
And go to some dumpy ass hotel and stay there till Big Mama got home from Cuba.
And did you know that his landlord wanted him out?
Yeah, we knew that because he'd had to shut his camera off a couple of times because it was because of Chantal. Honestly, they come in and they fighting and screaming and all of that. Mm-hmm. And we knew that his landlord, he had to shut the camera off. He did tell us one time for sure that it was his landlord at the door, and that he was upset, that the people are complaining of all the screaming and the fighting, and God only knows what else was going on over there. So yeah, I knew that he had to leave. That's what I said when they made that lie up. That's what one of the many lies in the very beginning was that they knew each other. Dee Dee lied too. Then that he had a job in Montreal, and he was going to move to Montreal, but he never ever said he was moving with Dee Dee. Ever. Mm-hmm. We just figured that out. Let me see. Dee Dee lives in Montreal. He's got a job in Montreal. And we just kept it to ourselves. This is what I mean. We were talking on the side, a couple of us. We aren't stupid. We saw, like, this isn't adding up. Things aren't right here. Things don't feel right. And that jackass can come out and say whatever he wants about me. I really don't give a shit. I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to tell
Nessa, both of those are at the beginning of this live. Both of them. I don't think there's another one that's dropping. I hope not.
No. So but I knew that he was having trouble with his landlord. And besides that, he was pissing Foodie Booty off. I gotta watch my language. He was aggravating her so bad, and she was threatening, like she manipulates with money. Mm-hmm. She has the money, she has the power. And she was threatening him. And I know he was trying to raise money for things other than just lawyers. If he even had lawyers, I don't know how Canada works, but over here, if you're like toothless and homeless like he is, with no goals and ambition and no job, that you get appointed, a public defender. So I don't know if they have that up there. But I knew that he was needing money for his food and his drugs and all the other great things that come to life to him. and came into his life. It wasn't just for that. And that's why I wouldn't send him money. And that's why some of the other women said, no, we're not sending you any money.
Yeah. And
That's why we didn't.
he belabored this point for what, 2 weeks after you guys were up here, and how many times you asked about the PayPal link and all. It doesn't absolve you again, Natter, because you were the one who spoke yourself. You put it out there how much your lawyer was going to cost. That is a definite insight into, giving off the impression that you're asking for donations. You weren't making the kind of money, or you weren't getting the monetization checks yet, I don't think.
No, he wasn't making squat. He wasn't making
So then
squat.
who is going to pony up the money? Even Chantel said, she's like, it's Dee Dee's problem. Okay. And she took full reign of it. And now you're complaining to PJ. Good luck.
You wanted it, Dee Dee. You got it.
Yeah.
There you go. And now she, just by that recording there, now she wants to do something with him. Now she wants to pawn him off into some other
Yeah.
broad,
Yeah.
Next,
Yeah. I
And-
want to know how he feels about that. It's like, is
Well-
that gonna make you feel good too? That your best girl wants to ship you out?
he has no conscience. He sits up there and trash talks everybody and then threatens you if you want to say something about his family.
Right.
I'm not going to stoop to his level. There's a lot I could say about. He made a comment. He made a comment some weeks back about J.K. Jennifer,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
they were pretty insulting as to watch out what your children. They see this, they mimic it. Well, what was your mom? That's what I'd like to say, because look
Yeah.
at you. I mean, if he wanted to play, sometimes you got to get down in the sewer with the rats.
Yeah.
And he's just a disgusting human being.
2K,
all around.
Melty. 2K, Chantel's bill was that she said, idiot.
She's in hock up to her eyeballs too. She's
Mhm.
probably went to every fast loan there is in her area and spread out. And you can tell when she's low on money. Because I had to laugh tonight when so I can't remember where I saw it. It might have been on yours. I was just sitting back watching once the Nader troops came in. I was like, that's it. And because I don't have anything to say to any of them.
Yeah.
And but of course she's like, I have to go to the airport and pick up my aunt. I forgot. Oh, okay. You forgot.
This is why she goes. This is what I'm saying. She goes off like this about the reaction channels and about what they're saying, but it's a plausible argument. You just yesterday was sitting there with your again, greened out as usual, snacking, and well, if it wasn't for the abuse, you'd be with him. So it's not it's not coming from left field that anybody could sit there and think that you are repeating the same behavior you've been repeating for the last several months, that even you've told us then too, that I'm not lying and I'm not getting him. I haven't been with him. Okay, so stop getting in this bravado, this high horse all of a sudden that you're so much better now because you finally decided that you don't want to have anything to do with it. Of course you don't, because it's getting uglier and the arrows are going to point right back at you.
I think if he called her right now, she'd hop her fat fanny
Of
in that
course she
little car
would.
key, and she'd drive to go get him no matter where he was at.
Yeah.
She is never, ever. I have to laugh. I think of that show, Love After Lockup, and I'm just waiting for that Love After Lockup, Chantel, Dee Dee, and Nader story, because you can bet if he goes to prison for anything, they'll both be putting money on the books for him.
To sum it up, Blossom, Foodie's been bitching about reaction channels all day, which to me calls diversion. So we're not looking at her because of this whole Sam's Bar Lounge waving the Chantel video that ended up. They did have the two videos back to back, but it had nothing to do with Chantel. It was about the mods, and it was about a conversation that Dee Dee was having with Pretty Genius about getting Natter out of Gatineau and how much of a pain in the ass essentially he is. And then now she's live right now bitching, moaning, screaming, complaining that the reaction channels are saying that she picked up Natter when she suddenly had to go and get her aunt from the airport, that people were, saying there's no flights, and she put the flight number in the fucking title. So I can't. I don't care. How many times have you cried wolf, Chantal? Well, what did I do? Would I buy tickets and we're all going to leave? It wouldn't put it past y'all.
No, but wouldn't doubt. I don't know what they're doing. I don't care. They can all drive.
Well, that's
off
what
the
I'm
cliff.
saying. It's
just
like you guys paint this scenario. We didn't write this shit. We didn't make this story up. This is your fucking life. You painted this scenario. What do you think is going to happen? People will comment and they will give their reactions to what they're watching. That's the way it goes. Okay, whether you're a reaction channel, a subscriber, a viewer, or just a jack nobody that catches on to this stuff, right? People talk about things. So if you don't want people to talk about it, don't keep mentioning it. Don't bring it to your damn channel. Don't include it in your rants and your raves about other people who used to support you, who were, currently doing their own reactions. Like, if you've got such an issue, then block it out. Don't listen to it. Like they all say. But the same goes for Natter and Dee Dee. If you don't like me, why are you even here? Because you're a piece of shit. We want to see you in jail. That's why. There you go.
Exactly.
There's your answer.
I hope you rot in there. I really do, Nader. I hope you rot there. You're a pathetic excuse for a human being. I think if anybody's causing your mother pain, it's you. You need to take a good long look in the mirror. You and Dee Dee both.
Yeah.
Forget Chantel. She's like a hopeless case.
All this swearing.
I don't know what the hell she's looking for. I have no clue what she's looking for.
She wants something. She wants something that she had, but wants to tweak it to the way that she wants it. That's never going to happen. Bottom line. I don't care how many times she desperately tries to compare, or, I'm having fun out here, but then she's crying the next day that it's not what she wants. It's not enough. It's not like Natter. If only Natter didn't, abuse me. Like, don't, again, even that, it's instead in jest. If he didn't abuse me, we would have been married by now. Wow. That's how obsessed you are.
She's insane. He didn't want anything to do with her in that part of her life. Mm-hmm. He needed money.
Corey, what do you mean naive? She's not new. She used to be a mod and she got out of it.
Corey. Yeah, I've been around longer than you, Corey. So, I was over there long before all of this broke out, Corey. I was in there when he was brand new on his own, setting up his own camera. We were over there only in support because Chantal's a big damn liar and went and used the system for her benefit to run and press charges on him after she found out he was getting a protective order. And I was gone long before Nader's mask fell off. You should really get the beginning of a story before you go attacking people. This is comments just like this that we're sick of and we got to tolerate by, uninformed people. They don't know the beginning of the story, but they add their own little comments in there. There was a lot of people in his channel, and not all of them were dicks. There was a lot of people that saw, and granted, yes, now that I see what he's turned into. He was fake, but he was a nice person. Go back and watch it.
You're muted, Cousinette. And I didn't do that. Hang on. Let me unmute her. And she has to do it herself.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
She needs to go back, Corey, and watch December, January, February, and March. After March 15th, I was no longer there. I was in his chat and a mod for like maybe a month, but I had a wrench because a lot of people got wrenches because that's the only way you could talk back then, because you had to keep a lot of the people out that were putting a lot of bad things up there. Um, yeah, he deserves them now, but this isn't the same Nader, and I've told that over and over again. Anybody that doesn't believe me, go back and look. He wasn't doing drugs. He wasn't getting drunk. You know, he was a lot calmer. He was trying to, turn slop into food and, into something fantastic. And he wasn't the dick. That's not who I knew him as. And I don't care what happened before when Foodie Booty broke up with him because, she's a big damn liar.
Guys, you have to understand something too, all right? This was during the time where Chantel was going full blown with, about lying about seeing him, and he's not claiming me, and he wanted nothing to do with her. And at the time, I think he was making himself kind of vulnerable to his mods, especially the older ones who saw something in him. Right, for whatever reason, we all sit here in judgment, but we're not involved in the situation. We only look at it as spectators. While I agree with that, and it's like, how could you not know? How could you not know? Everybody says that, but it's like back then when he first started in this whole thing, and he was given the platform, and yeah, he was slowly but surely really becoming a monster. But he probably was talking to them differently and telling them, Chantel's crazy, Chantel's a liar, like he tells everybody else. And
Yeah.
everybody got on his side because they heard how she was talking about him, and she never shut the hell up. So and back then, honestly, if anybody asked who would you believe, everyone went to Natter. I'm sorry, but that's how it was. I remember that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure was. And a lot of people went there too because they got sick of Chantal. And I knew that Chantal was a liar before, I went to go see who he was.
Yeah.
He was. I tuned in out of curiosity because I'm like the type of person, I don't take anybody's word for, I don't dislike somebody because you do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll form my own opinion of him. I didn't know him from Adam. She worked him and warmed him into her videos slowly because she had to prove to everybody she had a boyfriend, and what we heard came out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I know how she rages, and I know how she gets mad, and I know how quick to anger she is, and I know what a slop mouth she's got. Okay, but I've never seen this guy do any of that, so I went over there. So, like a lot of people, thousands, we went over there, and I just got, in the beginning, everybody was putting a lot of dirty, trying to get him to answer questions, of course, everything from Chantal. And mostly like, why'd you take all of her money? But did he? I don't know all that. And did you really beat her? And did you really hurt her? Of course, he said no, 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 no. Well, as time went on, just within a few weeks, and it all evolved pretty quick. The really, the little trolls that go around everywhere and stir up trouble, they kind of faded out and left. I guess they got tired of it. And then he started where he had a lot of Chantal's people in there that were his mods. And they were over there to destroy him because for her. Mm-hmm. That's what they were doing. We would watch them. They would delete your comment for next to nothing, or put you in a long time out. And people kept saying, why do you have Chantal's mods in there? Well, he finally wised up because he's not real smart much. And the people were telling him as a collective group, you got to get rid of her mods and get your own. And this, by the time he started thinning out the herd of the people he was telling everyone, I just want this to be a fun channel and to do fun things. And I'll cook a little bit and I'll tell you about my culture and things like that. And it interested a lot of people. And so within a few weeks, we were down to like nobody. And if he only had one mod, maybe, it was actually, I think, Dee Dee. And maybe Diane might have been one. I can't remember when Diane became one. Anyway, and then he started choosing people. He chose me. I didn't ask to be a mod. I didn't pay to be a mod. I didn't do nothing. But he saw the people who came in and were respectful, and those are the people that he just talked shit about tonight.
Yep.
That's what he did. And he was never rude to us. He was never nasty, crude, obnoxious. If he was being who he is now, man, I never saw it, and neither did a few of the other women, because he had to do it. Every time we saw him face to face within the mob thing, or we saw him on screen, there was nothing. And some people that have just got onto the Nader thing, if they just go back and look, I mean, he did like sometimes 2, 3, 4 videos a day. There's a lot. You'll see that he was trying to do things. He was running the camera by himself. He was doing it all until Dee Dee came to help him, or whatever her deal was. So that's how, in order for us, because I wasn't paying a membership, not because I couldn't afford it, as he tells everybody. He says that about all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some older people in there who they would put out, I want to support you, Nader, but I can't do it until I get my money next month and all of that. And so he would give them a wrench. I've got pictures. I think I sent one to you, Collie. Everybody's got a wrench. There's no membership.
Yes, you did.
It's all the way from the top to the bottom check. Those are the people he felt safe letting in there. And we did laugh and have fun like we do in here. Wasn't just always with him. It was amongst ourselves. And you just build these YouTube relationships. We all have them. We say hi to each other. We wouldn't know each other on the street for the most part. And that's all that was happening. There was no shenanigans going on. I wasn't helping him groom other women. I wasn't helping him fraud people out of money. And neither were none of the other ladies.
Right.
So everybody that he talked shit about tonight were the people who all were there to help him. From PJ on down to, I'll put me as last on the totem pole. Marie, they were absolutely right about her.
How did she get involved in all this, Cousinette? How?
I don't know. I think she did. She used to be. She looks like she's a channel. You'll see her everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
She's Gary's and Monty's, and she lied that night. We saw her in Chantal's, and she goes. I don't know. She's all over the place. She's like I said, piles of crap everywhere. She's out there. But for her to come out and call everybody liars, then come onto your panel and be confronted with it and accuse us of crucifying her.
Yeah, sure.
Calling us liars. She lied every bit to you. And I know that she had to do it for bonus points, because she said, I think Nader is a horrible man. I think he does terrible things. You all heard it. Y'all can go back and listen to it. And then she's over there the next day bouncing around over there because, see, that's why and I'm not going to bring up anybody right now, but you all know who it is that was in there, her and the other woman that came in, because I have no beef with the other one.
Yeah.
She hasn't done nothing to me personally.
Marie, yes.
Yeah, we got Marie, and another one came in the night that I came on your panel looking for me. And that's what they're doing. And I think that's what some of the other ones that are doing, that are out scoping around. And then they run back over there, and they're so desperate. You can see somebody just begging for a wrench every night, and been wanting it, and was doing that when I was a mod in there, and still peed off about it and upset. And so, everything that we're learning and seeing over the last, I'd say, April, May, June, 3 months. I take nothing before that, what Chantal said. I went in and I learned for myself. And Chantal was telling the truth. I very much believe it every time you laid hands on her. I didn't go for the SA accusations because, again, it's because of women who do what she did, or men that go for a revenge against somebody, and to go to hurt them in one of the worst ways there possibly could be that was it. I didn't give a crap anymore what she had to say. And she came and she bragged about all those things that she then went and filed complaints on him about.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just what I wanted to be clear.
Yeah.
None of the women we weren't helping him do anything wrong. I would have never, ever be a part of that over there. Ever. Not now, no, ever. I'm sorry I was back then. I'll tell you what's sorry is sorry that, that you can sit up there and lie so easy about people to try and make yourself look better. And that's all him and Dee Dee are doing. And like I said, Dee Dee, you don't know me. I'll direct this at her. She doesn't know me, you know. She knows me less than he does. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
She wasn't living there. Of course, we know, again, Chantel was telling the truth. She was hiding. She was over there more than we thought. And she brought up, oh yeah, they'd always bring in, Dee Dee, where are you coming in? And we looked at Dee Dee as a very nice woman because that's who she came on and presented herself as. I'd never met the woman before in my life. She never did anything to me. But she would come in, and when she would come, like it would be like she was there for a visit. And I believe all that was fake now. And she would come for a visit, and she would read his chats, and she was real green at it, or I don't think she can act at all. I haven't seen that. So she was kind of green at it, so she was having trouble keeping up with the chat. She too had to learn how to do things. And that's what I give PJ credit for because she was running the whole show. Technically. Like, she knows all the crap that they didn't. How to do this, how to do that, you know what I mean? And so Dee Dee came in and she laughed with everyone and he seemed like he was in a better mood. It was a lot calmer situation. It was very calm in there. I'm telling you, it was two worlds. Two worlds. And we get associated with who he is now for what he was showing us back then. Are you there, Collie?
You guys hear me? Sam, no, don't say that. Don't say that. You know what it was? It's just the frustration of the whole thing with Chantel, and you know, you guys were talking about, you know, putting the Chantel one out there. But listen, you guys are doing what you're doing. I respect what you're doing. You know, it's frustrating. A lot of it is, you know, a lot of what I heard tonight was validation for the mods, and it was pissing me off. A lot of the things that they were saying. Sorry, cousin. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Oh, I
My
don't
whole,
know where I left off
my
at. I
whole
think I was
internet
talking
went
about.
down.
I think I just wanted, yeah, I just wanted the young lady who had asked me about, you know, being
Mm-hmm.
naive. That we weren't. We were really in there just trying to do a good thing. Um, I told you, and I admitted I was I don't know. I don't know how I was uninformed. I had no way to find anything out about the guy. But I'm just thankful to the people who are just letting the truth come out. You know,
Yeah. Now
and what he
Sam
said.
just said,
Yeah.
Sam's Bar Lounge just posted. Sorry, the videos were a disappointment. I'm trying. That's the only reason I came back up, because I was like, I think God's trying to tell me to shut everything down, because the whole thing went down and now it came back up. But anyway, yeah, you know, listen, who are we to say? From one content creator to the next, it's hard to keep up with editing and you know, and expectations and knowing when to drop things, you know. So yeah, it's not what you did as a disappointment. I think it was more or less people were expecting like a big bomb, you know, with the whole Chantel thing. But yeah, sorry, cousin Nick.
I'll take it. I'll take it because it's the truth,
Yeah,
and you know it exposes everybody that is speaking out, or you know trying to get the truth out there. He's attacking, and all of us can't be liars and wrong.
mm-hmm.
It's just not. So, as far as it
Again,
being, like I said, it was very informative. So, you know, it was
yeah.
like, oh, it just confirmed a little bit more of what I knew, you know. And like I said, you know, I have no ill will towards anyone over there except Marie. And
Yep.
I have no ill will towards anybody. Everybody dealt with it their own way. They got out on their own time for their own reason. And I think that if we just stick together, you know, just in the community here. That's the people he'll go after. He's not going to go after people that are telling the truth. He's going to go after, I mean, lying. He's going to go after people who are telling the truth and exposing him. Because he had a good gig going for a while. So
So
it is what it is.
with that being said, Sam said need approval, not everything allowed on YouTube per terms of service. Is the Chantel one, because I saw that Jennifer Corvina said it's complex. So I'm assuming that there's some things in there that are not allowed. Is that what I'm to understand, Sam? Yeah, no, I get it. Listen, it's not about like what they're doing at all. It's just the buildup, and you really want to see what we, you know, what we have been speculating all along, or you know, whatever it is. At this point, we all want the validation because we've been right so far, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, Blossom, I love you. People need to be more patient. Yeah, no, yeah. It, like I said, Sam, I get it. I get it. It's a lot to deal with every single day. Terms of service from YouTube. YouTube. It's hard with certain things because YouTube, you know, will copyright strike you, or you know. I was thinking, Sam, when you privatized the second video, that she already had tried striking you. That's why you privated right away. But I get why you did what you did.
I'm excited about the Chantal thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I think it's the apprehension. You know what I'm saying? Like we were all kind of in this like feeling of there's this doom and gloom, and I hate that feeling. It's like you just want this all to be over with. I think that's what it essentially is.
Yeah, yeah. People aren't used to getting it given to them in small doses.
Yeah.
But look at it this way, hon. Like, I look at it like it's just going to reveal more truth. And the truth is what everyone needs to hear. And they need to hear all sides of it, both sides of it, I'll say.
Yeah.
And I think when everything's over and done, um, you know, I hope that everybody gets good resolve out of it. Um, but I just look at it that way. It's just more truth being told, and it shows Dee Dee and Nader aren't this happy little loving I love you couple that they're been trying to portray for the last few weeks.
Yeah. I think it's just the fact that everyone is looking for a means to an end to all of it.
Yeah.
That just to shut them up. Channel 4, private
Honestly,
overnight
until
got
he goes
wanted
to
from
prison.
YouTube, had to tone it down. Yeah, I get you, Sam. I could just imagine, especially the language and everything, but
And you know, if everybody, like, I know what a lot of people are hoping. I just want justice to be served wherever it is for whoever was the victim of anything.
yeah, same.
But if we can just work together and get him off YouTube, that would be a giant step right there.
Well, yeah, I mean, essentially, this is
Yeah.
why it's all coming to fruition. And listen, I have said it publicly before. I'll say it again. I don't care for the reasons. I care for the results. So Sam, PJ, Jennifer, I've been saying it. You have our support. We're here. If you ever, whatever. We try and watch it live when we can, and if we can't, usually we're all sitting in Discord, kind of supporting each other, because it's hard to listen to some of this stuff for our subscribers, our my mods. This stuff is not easy to swallow, and especially me. I made it a point to say, yes, I'm going to be covering this because it needs to be covered, and the fact that you guys are doing this is we appreciate it. I wanted to get your input, Cousin Ed. Did you know that May dropped this? Not that it was like a video that she talked, but it was a music video, and it had to do with violence, domestic violence. And she did it on the night before the court date.
I was in chat, but I wasn't
Yeah.
talking then. I was just watching, and you put it on, and I thought, oh no. And I was agreeing. I did put in there, I agreed with you. That is exactly what I think it was Bamboozle said, that it takes it was just, to me, it was so wrong, and I knew nothing about that. I don't know how it got out there, who she put it out there, but it's I think it's a lot more disturbing than what I saw on Sam's Lounge Bar, honestly. Just the little bit I saw.
Yeah.
And then you turned it off, and I'm not going back and looking at it.
I turned it on. Well, first off, I turned it off because it was it's copywritten
Right.
material. It's essentially a Lady Gaga video. And again, I understand the reference, but it is performative, and it's kind of bad. I don't know. For me, I'm not speaking for everybody else in the chat. For me, it's kind of like dumbing it down. I don't know. I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. It's performative. It's just so listen, May, you've been through enough. This all of this stuff is hard, and I'm sure that she really needs support, and I get that. I don't like the fact that there's so much that she keeps saying and instigating, and it's like it's not helping you.
It's like we all cringe
Yes,
I see
yes.
another video, and it's not anything of her. It's just, oh honey, please.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your counsel?
Yeah, right.
I'd be saying, shh. That's me though. But
No, you're right. You're right.
Because I don't want whatever took place with her. To her, it's real.
Yes.
So,
thank you, Akasha.
And I'm gonna take that serious unless things are proven otherwise. She's been through a lot.
Yeah.
I just, my little bit of interaction with Nader, like not even the tip of a pin, compared to what she's telling us. And I just, when put that up there. Most of the chat, and I agreed. I just like, it was like, oh, please don't, please don't.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing to show, like, if things were already done and then she survived this or anything,
Yeah,
if they
yeah,
want
yeah,
to put it
yeah.
out there, yeah, and then they put the warnings up like they do on other things on YouTube, and yeah, it needs to be told, but I don't know. Was that Lady Gaga?
Yes. It was like, you want to know why? Because my whole stream got shut down for it because it was copywritten.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I can watch it without the music because the music to me, I know the words were there, but
Mhm.
to me it just was so out of place. And I'm gonna say this, I don't know what May listens to, but you know, May, we love you, and I'm gonna believe you. I for one am until things are different, and I think I just wish she'd reach out in another way
Yeah.
because there's so
Agree.
many hateful people on this on YouTube,
Mhm.
and those kind of people find their way. They're just like draw like magnets to just go make other people feel like total crap.
Right. Right. People are quick to always go against, what a victim says because they don't like the delivery. Believe me. I mean, people
Yes.
have issue with emotion. I get it. It is what it is. You can't say anything, and then, if you show some weakness, then right away people are like, oh, so I don't know why people turn. I don't know why in this time, people have turned their humanity into a box, legitimately like, we're not going to show anything else but the four sides and there's nothing inside. It's become very sad. You can't be emotional. You can't have a reaction. You can't be this, that, and the other thing. And bottom line is, you don't know what a person's going through. You don't know. And I'll even say for Chantel sometimes, even though she pisses me off, I get that this is not easy. It can't be. All right. Listening to criticism after criticism and judgment after judgment. And imagine opening up your computer and seeing like 1,000 different versions of you. I believe you me. Okay. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say I would deal with that. Okay. Because I wouldn't. One person says shit to me and I'm, whatever, but that's just me. And that's okay. I know that about me, but
It's not just you.
I'm just saying, but
Yep.
at the same time, is the reason that people pull back and they don't feel for her situations because she essentially enjoys it. Essentially, she brings on more and more. She's of that ilk of well, even if they're talking bad about you, it's, any press is good press, and it's, and she's like the living version of it. Any attention is good attention as long as it's attention. As far as the May thing is concerned, I've been nervous about her ever since she made her first video admitting what had happened. It must have been devastating. It must have been horrifying. But at that point, once you have gone to the police and have processed your case and everything is, in the system now, and you're dealing with lawyers and essentially whatever, at this point, now it's, you have to keep that to yourself until this is over, unfortunately, and that hasn't been the case. And that's why a lot of people are questioning, and a lot of people are, making their formations right now because they're saying like, well, what we do with Foodie, you shouldn't be doing it this way. You should be doing it that way. Everybody has an opinion. I just hope that it works out for the best of what we've been working so hard and so tirelessly wanting to see this come to a damn end. Honestly, she thinks this is all about people wanting clout. Nah, I want to see an end to this, a better end than what you've been giving us, all three of y'all. Y'all three need some justice and a heaping heavy help of therapy.
Yeah, and all three of them are equally guilty.
Yep.
All three of them. They all lie.
Yep.
They lie for each other. They concoct stories. They're lying to their audiences. They're lying to everybody else. They're pulling all kinds of dirty shenanigans.
Yep.
So for anybody to come defend any of them, I find that kind of appalling that
Yeah.
they're all on the same level. especially after what we viewed from Sam's Bar Lounge. That just astounds me. I mean, we can talk about those of us who were in there long ago, months ago, almost 6 months ago now, coming up
Yep.
on it in August, and we can be called all kinds of names and be called stupid. Well, what do you have to say to the people who are still over there,
Mm-hmm.
who now know whether they came in yesterday, a week before, 2 weeks, 3 months, 6 months ago, you know, and a lot of you people too, I've noticed that, you want to come in and poke the bears, like the old mods, like we're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
How do you know so much about Nader?
Yeah.
If you haven't been following him or watching things about him, you're just as involved just because you didn't go get a wrench.
Well, everybody has a story about, their place in this. Like, oh, I just go over there to troll and it's funny and blah, blah, blah. And maybe it was for a little while, but I find that it's becoming, more like very cultish. If you read that side chat, I'm like, what are they all on something? Because they're, oh, just be positive and it's about the food and da 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 da. And let's talk about nice things. Like, this is not the environment for that. Do you listen to the way these two talk about this situation, about the people that are talking about them, about what they are being accused, not even accused of? And her yesterday, I wanted to punch her. Oh, it's hard, to hear what he's accused of. Like, dude, you're one of the people accusing him. Get out of here with that lament shit. This is what I'm saying. Like, there's such a roller coaster ride. You just want to get off of it. That's all I can really say
And I
about
do.
that.
I literally unplug from YouTube ever so often. And when I left March 15th, a few weeks later, my whole life changed.
Right.
And I couldn't even come back on YouTube because I felt bad laughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, when the opportunity came up and all this ex-mod stuff was coming up and you and I had talked in Akasha and, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get up there. And I just told things the way that I happen to see them. I don't think I left there on a bad note with maybe but one, but maybe two. But it's when I was in there and before that, I got along with everybody in there. So you got to unplug from it once in a while. YouTube shouldn't be your only entertainment. And for people that have a hard time handling it,
Yeah.
I unplug because I stick pretty well with you, and I can see it here, and then I really don't need to go see it 500 times.
Yeah.
That's just me. I got other shows so I like to watch at night and things to do, and kids to take care of and everything. And so, just if it gets to be too much, just unplug. I think I don't know what's coming out in the rest of the Sam's Lounge. I know a lot of people are anxious, but I know a lot of people are. Someone made the comment a while ago. We just have to be patient. I think it was Ursula. Just be patient and let's wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
And this isn't the only thing Nader's got going on in his life.
Yeah.
Let's not all forget that.
There's probably more loose ends that need to be tied that we even know about.
Oh, I bet there are multiple.
Yeah.
Multiple. And there can be little cases and big cases. We don't know.
Yeah.
But I know that now, and like I said, when I took my break off YouTube and then I came back on, I was like, what the hell happened to him? And then I started watching a little more, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like I said, I believe every time he hit Chantal, she was telling the truth.
Yeah.
The essay things, I can't because I saw how she did that. I remember it Thursday, the 24th of February. I remember it like yesterday. And I was watching her do it live because I was in it. We were trying to get information for him, because, we knew that she was going to do something. And I'm like, man, she just went and filed charges. And so, but he never showed none of that when he was exposing all of my messages to everybody and my full name and everything. He didn't show that. I had literally sat one Sunday and picked out video after video. It was actually too when she was in the driving in the was that the New York trip? Yeah, and she was crying and screaming and raging from the States to Canada.
Yep.
One way or the other. But they never used any of that. And that was one of my things, like, why aren't we trying to, somebody fill me in here? Why is it everything I'm sending to him and other people are sharing with him, it's not going anywhere, it's just sitting there dormant, you know? So there's a lot of little things. You know, Dee Dee sits there and goes, I had a feeling. Yeah, it's called gut intuition. And Dee Dee, you should be taking that about that idiot you're laying down with at night.
Yeah.
If you're sick to your stomach, it's more than just his cooking.
That's true. That's true. Well, thank you, Cousin It, one more time. Thank you again for chiming in. Sorry about the little snafu a little while ago, but that's the internet telling me, all right, enough of you, Collie. Enough of you, Collie, for one night. And thank you again, guys. Sorry, Akasha and the rest of y'all. I know it's a lot. We're us trying to keep up with this stuff is a lot, but
Throw them out there, Sam. We don't care what they look like.
Yeah. And I guess tomorrow's a whole other chapter with this court thing or whatever. I guess we'll hear about it.
It looks to be like it's a preliminary hearing. So and so that can be like a bunch of the lawyer going up to the judge. I don't think it's going to be much. And like I said, don't think that people think he's going to walk in and get cuffed and stuff tomorrow. More than likely, this is going to take a long time, depending on where tomorrow goes. Yeah. Tomorrow, you'll know more of where it's going to go. I just went and read about Canada and how it goes earlier, so I'm like, okay, this is something that's going to take a little while. So, be patient and watch everything with you.
Yep. All right, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you so much. Thank you again, Cousin Ed. Have a good night one more time. And no, I'm not coming back this time. Bye.